Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead? Because I just had two things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead.
Womanists may have won a few years of fun and freedom, but they are going to pay for it with a lifetime's worth of loneliness. We've got a video for you here today from Man Reacts. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
I just went on a date with a man, and then this other girl walks into the bar and he leaves. I go to the bathroom, I come back. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna go. We walk outside. The bartender, who I'm very good friends with because my best friend works at this bar, is like, yeah, you just left. I cannot do it. I can't date men anymore.
This is what happens when modern women decide to chase Chad instead of accepting men within their league. If Chad isn't interested, he has no problem bailing out in the middle of a date and leaving her with the tab. She brought that world on herself as far as I'm concerned. It's been a very strict rule for decades. Strangers are not supposed to touch your luggage when you're traveling, and if she's traveling with luggage that's too heavy for her to lift in the overhead compartment, then she should have thought about that before she started packing.
Now, technically, he should get up, right? Because it's an older lady. I've seen younger men do it for younger women. This is the future.
Shaming men for not giving up their seat makes no sense. They got on the train first and were quick enough to snag an open seat. Seats on public transportation are first come, first served, and men are under no obligation to give up their seats for a woman who's that ungrateful anyway.
I have this eternal struggle where it's like, I want my husband to be the provider, make all the money, pay all the bills, do the adulting things, fix everything around the house, take care of my car, take the trash out, make all the plans, handle our finances. So basically do everything while I just lie around and like only do things when I feel like doing them.
Not only is what she says incredibly entitled, it also sounds rather boring. She wants a life where she can lay around and do nothing all day, every day, while the man does everything. Why would any man want a wife like that?
Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead? Because I just had two things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. I don't know if it's the day and age that we're living in or if people just don't give a shit. But yesterday I was about to leave a building and there was a man in front of me and we were practically walking side by side. So he knew I was behind him, yet he didn't hold the door for me. He literally had the door slam in my face.
If a woman goes online to endlessly complain about how men don't hold open doors for her, then she has no idea how good she has it in life. She's acting like this is some kind of a world-shattering problem, when in reality she's just too lazy to open her own doors.
Number one. Number two, today I was getting on an elevator and there was a man standing in the elevator. And since I got on the elevator after he did, he was standing in the back and I was standing in front of him. Anyways, we get to the ground floor and I'm about to exit since I'm in front of him. And what does he do? He scoots his body in front of me to let himself off the elevator first.
That sounds like normal elevator behavior. Elevators are cramped and annoying when there's multiple people in them, so it's only natural for someone to want to get off of them as quick as possible, and that doesn't change because the woman standing in front of him is entitled.
Didn't even occur to him to allow me to exit before him, not only because I'm a woman, but because I was naturally in front of him, I should have exited first. Those two things have confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. Just no human decency nowadays.
It's frustrating to hear that she thinks she deserves special treatment just because she's a woman. Gentlemanly behavior towards women in public went out of the damn window the day modern women repeatedly shamed men for existing. These women are on their own now.
Hi, this one's for the men. Can we please, for the love of all things holy, bring back old-fashioned chivalry? Can we please bring back something as simple as opening a door for somebody? When you see somebody carrying a box through the door, struggling, hurts her hand because she's struggling not to drop this box, and you're just standing there, staring, not helping? What is this? What is this?
This is the world that modern women asked for. Women like this said that they don't need men for anything. In fact, they said that men are dangerous and creepy, more dangerous, in fact, than bears, by the way. Men aren't going to risk helping a woman who might call the cops on him because she felt unsafe. It's just not worth the trouble.
Men, listen, we need to do better. And by we, I mean you. You all need to do better, and we need some good old-fashioned chivalry back in this world. All of us ladies will be very much appreciative. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Men don't need to do better, especially when men did nothing wrong. Modern women were brainwashed into thinking that men were the scum of the earth, but at the same time, they also believe that men were put on this earth to serve them. It will never actually work that way.
I feel like chivalry is dead because why did I go to this store and me and this guy, I'm standing on one side of the door, he's standing on the other side of the door. And we kind of were contemplating for a second because I was like, okay, is he coming out? I'm about to go in. Like, what's the deal? And so he literally waits for me to open the door so that he could walk through. And I was just a little confused because I was like, I'm the lady. Like, whatever happened to ladies first? Like, I'm confused. And he didn't even say thank you. Like, that's so rude. But I just feel like chivalry is dead. I feel like a lot of men nowadays, and there's a lot of men that are very chivalrous, but like, I don't know. It's just not giving.
Ladies first ended the day that modern women decided to stop acting ladylike. Men are not going to be gentlemanly to an entire population of women who made it their business to treat men like garbage. They want the right to bash men while still expecting men to worship them.
Guys, I'm being very dramatic right now, but chivalry is so freaking dead. Why did I just get off the bus? Yes, I take the bus in university. Anyways, why did I just take the bus and I'm waiting to go off the bus? 6 men have just walked past me. 1 man out of 7 men has let me go first. What the hell is that? This is not about equality. This is about chivalry. Chivalry is dead. And these are grown men, by the way. These are not just little boys that don't know. So if you're grown and you don't do it, who will you teach? Your sons are going to be 10 times worse. And it's the grown men that's producing sassy little boys. Bloody hell, all the 14-year-olds I know are sassy as hell.
And there it is. When she didn't get her own way on something, she decided to emasculate a group of men who were minding their own business. And it was all because she had to wait a few seconds to get on a public bus. Women like this are just insanely delusional.
Chivalry is so dead, and I might be being a princess right now. I might be in the wrong, so correct me if I am. I'm open to criticism and feedback. But for my last 2 gym sessions, I've been at the gym, and like a few days ago, I was carrying a 20-kilo barbell weight, anyway, and there was a boy next to me. He was probably like my age. He was carrying a 5, explained to me why he made me wait to put away my 20-kilo weight as a 5'1" female. Let me be clear. And he was a tall guy, and he was carrying a 5-kilo weight. He made me wait. Now, you know what? I thought maybe it's a once-off. Maybe this isn't a thing until today. Today, I was at the gym, and I was carrying a 20-kilo dumbbell again.
That has nothing to do with chivalry and everything to do with gym etiquette. If you take weights and barbells, and it's your responsibility to put them back, and that doesn't change just because this woman isn't physically strong enough to move a 20-kilo barbell by herself.
And there was an old man. When I say old, I mean like 50-something maybe. Like old enough to know what chivalry is. You know, raised on it. He was carrying 12-kilo dumbbells. I had to wait because he wanted to go past to carry the 12-kilo dumbbells. Anyway, I don't know if I'm being a princess right now, but something about that just rubs me the wrong way because I don't know.
Even if a man did help her with the dumbbells, she wouldn't be thankful that someone helped her. She expects that kind of treatment from random men, but men at the gym aren't going to bother because there's too much of a risk being put on blast for being a gym creep.
I'm not trying to play the I'm a girl card, but I kind of am because, like, I feel like that's just common decency. But maybe I'm being a princess. Maybe I'm being a princess. I'm open to constructive criticism here. But, like, it's not like their weights were heavier. They were literally lighter than mine. And they were making me wait. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm out of pocket. I don't think I am, but maybe I am.
She is totally being a princess. She expects the world to cater to her simply because she's a woman, but it doesn't work that way. Modern women demanded freedom and independence, and this is what it looks like. She doesn't get a pass simply for existing.
You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism killed chivalry. Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines.
Womanism was never about equality, it was about preferential treatment. Womanists don't want to be seen as equals, they want to be seen as superior. That's why they bash men for not being good enough, while also shaming them for not being chivalrous.
In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
He's wrong on that one. Womanism didn't create weak men. It promoted nothing but contempt for average everyday men, while also making exceptions for Chad and the bad boys. The good men were either ignored or outright mocked, so men walked away to leave women on their own. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.